I don't think you guys can hear it since sometimes the audio gets like screwed over, and I hear it. I can clearly hear that it's getting screwed over. And someone confirmed that my audio has been screwed over. Not me, bro. The stream. Nah, it's not my audio, bro. Now I'll just ask Blue Jay, bro. I'm getting my alt to see if I can hear stuff. I can fix this on my own. Yes, I'm watching Tax right now. Almost crashed. Bro, this is what I'm telling you, bro. I can't hear my stream. So you guys cannot hear the vroom vroom on my stream. Anyways, let's start the commentary at 10-0. Yeah, this grid is actually kind of sad. 12 drivers. Rayon with a W pit lane. I'm actually going to I'm muting my stream. Hello, road racing fanatics from all over the world. We welcome you to the Project Apex Grand Slam Series. And this is the beginning of the second year in the making of this Project Apex League. And the Miami Grand Prix resides here at the Hard Rock Stadium area. This is going to be the Miami Grand Prix for Season 3. And it looks to be quite the low number of drivers in the grid, but hopefully the racing will say otherwise. Looking at Rayon right now, who's going to be starting his lap. This boy right here, he had a stellar Indianapolis race. Could have gotten a podium or a win. And to talk more about him, he was even fighting Whiteside. You might see something if he continues that trend on. Let's take a look at how he's driving through Sector 1. And oh, that's a cut for him. He will need to consider a restart. He's going to take the out lap now. Who's ahead of him? Mushy was the man ahead of him. And speaking of Mushy, I do not have my controller connected, so I need to connect it again. Mushy on a good lap, maybe? Yep. And out of the top 3, Mushy has the quickest Sector 1, invalidated Sector 2, but Norikun also did that. Probably he messed it up as well as Stax also messing it up. The top 3 are basically sticking together, I should say. As we now take a look at Mushy Cookie, our first champion in PGSS. He's going to be finishing his lap here, even if it's invalidated. What lap could he have gotten if he didn't invalidate? That's the 28. Really good lap for him. But how about Dax? Dax had the purple Sector 3. And yeah, he could have gotten pole here. Once again, just watch out for Mushy Cookie. This is a pretty sad grid, I should say. Poconaldo. No, red. Busy overtakes Poconaldo in the quali order. That is something from V-Carb. Gang, I ain't in the stage. I'm 2 steps ahead. Poconaldo, okay. Not bad. Well, the front runners are starting their laps again. Poconaldo is going to be finishing his lap, which could have been P3. Let's look at Mushy. Not the quickest of sectors, but can he get Dax's purple sector 3? Since that can be a major key if he wants to get into the 1 minute 20s. Let's take a look at Mushy's last corner. And that looked to be really good. He'll just need to lean towards the right hand side. Do not hit the wall. And purple, as I said, but he didn't improve. Axe is going backwards. Dax is doing what? He's starting all the way from the very corner. Wow! Let's go on board with our current championship leader. And unless Poconaldo does something, he will definitely not lose it. And that was extremely close to invalidating his lap early. He avoids a bump there, and now he needs to face the S corners of Sector 1. On board with that, our second champion in PGSS, taking the corners pretty well. Looking at the sector, a 24.0 free, slightly quicker than Mushy's lap, but it was an entirely mid-lap. He needs to make it better immediately from the get-go in these following few sequences of corners. And he does not hit any wall. But will he hit this one? Nope. And through to Sector 3. 27.9. Not bad. Not bad. But can it be quicker? Let's take a look at Busy B-Dog, who has... Never mind, I thought it was a quick lap, but it's pretty slow. Crossing the line for Busy, he does not improve. Of course he wouldn't. But how about for Dax? And he tried to take pole away. Not quite. But he gets the lap what Mushy can achieve. Mushy is now going backwards. Poconaldo might have got impeded with Mushy going backwards, but I don't think it will affect him much, since turn 1 is pretty easy for most of these pros. As we now navigate through here, downshift, and that was a little bit too much for downshifting. He's gonna take it slow. That's his lap over. Let's take a look at Mushy now. Top 9, Why did you discard our first CAA winner? Top Cat! What are you thinking? Oh, Mushy has the green sector. Let's see if he can get a better lap time. That could have been a cut through that corner. And oh! No! No, no, no! That's not the lap we're looking for. Rip to Mushy. He has a decent sector 1. I'm telling you. It's similar. It's similar to let me see. Might be quicker than Nurakun's, who knows. But let's see what Busy can do, as he's now being forced into labor to drive for VCarb, who is not even in the standings. We don't even know how much points they have, but this can all change if we can get at least a few points. Busy B-Dog to the line, gets B3 from Norakun. Let me tell you, Busy B-Dog has a better quality result than Norakun at the moment. He's receiving his praises, but will that be lasting long? It looks to be is going to be in that way. We got a V-Carb in the top 3 as Norakun is now thinking of how to start his race. The fight for pole is still really there, but Mushy Cookie will not make it. Dax is going to be going on one final go to try and get the pole position away from who is going to try and take 2 straight pole positions. For pole, considering the pole positions Mushy has gotten in Season 3. If Dax misses, it will be 2-0. Meaning, Mushy has gotten all poles. But Dax has a purple sector. That is the quickest sector 1 we've ever seen in this quali session. He cannot bottle it now. We've seen a green from Mushy. We've seen that green turn all the way to red in that one bump in the chicane. Will it be the same outcome? Definitely not. And it could be a potential pole position for the Season 2 champion. And who is currently the championship leader might be gaining even more of an advantage. For CAA, this might mean another pole position. As Stax now goes a little bit slow on the last corner. Stax is going to cross the line to lean to the right hand side. He will be taking P2. He takes P2. He takes P2. That sucks. But really unfortunate. What happened? Izzy is P3. Axe could have gotten pole. But Mushy is still the pole sitter when he's around. 25 laps full dry. We are going to see one great race, which marks the 2nd year of the Project Apex Grand Slam series. This is the 1st anniversary race here in PGSS. Taking a look at our pole sitter. What's Mushy doing? I am trying to read his car, and I can't. Bushi does not think Miami is better than Indianapolis. He still doesn't like it. He's gonna spam R's. I'm trying to talk to some drivers, but okay. Anyways, well, the lights are here, and we wait for the first anniversary. Oh, never mind. It is a CAA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And out of those drivers, Mushy, Axe, Busy, Okanado, and Jerry have wins. Denise Club Agile Academy, my team. And they're saying ours again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Project Apex Grand Slam Series. We welcome you to year 2 of this amazing environment. A vibrant one for all these drivers. We're looking at the lights for year 2. Oh, we got a jump start from Bocanado as it spikes out and away we go. Bocanado might have to lose a little bit of position so that he can convince the FIA to do something. What a jump! And apparently Noricon might have jumped as well. Who knows? We need to see what happened in the restart later on. But it's Mushy Cookie on top. And behind him is Stax, who takes a slower exit. So Busy could consider taking P2 away from Stax. Or I might be wrong, because a Ferrari instead is making a huge contrast to what Busy's trying to do. And he's now ahead of the Australian driver. Entering the first DNF corner. Stax might have DNF'd. Oh, never mind, he didn't. But he hits the wall on the right-hand side. And that's not the best place to hit the wall. He could have DNF'd there. And yeah, that would have been tragic for the Ferraris and tragic for Tax's championship run, as Poconaldo is still going to start running strong despite of that jump start. Lap 1 is about to finish with Mushy Cookie in the lead. Tax is going to try something at the first sector. Let's see. Jerry Pico has the fastest start. But really, the driver in trouble is Poconaldo. As you can see, Mushy has 1 slowdown. Poconaldo and Noricon have 2 slowdowns. No, Noricon and Tax have 2 slowdowns. Poconaldo has 3. So if we see another red for Poconaldo, that means he has slowed down. Busy is already dying. Mushy Cookie maintaining a lead. And that is crucial for Mushy Cookie to make a statement that he had only won. And just saying, Mushy has not won a single race since Japan in season 1. And that was one huge race which has been missed out on the top 5 races in PGSS history. I would put it over one of the selected tracks, but let's take a look at it. I meant it was season 2. I meant season 2, not season 1, my bad. But it is what it is. There might have been something which I did not remember, in which was better than what I have suggested. As we now have Mushy Cookie losing the lead to Dax right there. As Nurkun is kind of dying, but Rayan is now starting to rise. He might consider taking a podium spot away from Jerry Paco, one of the OG members, as we have a crash. That is Shah on the left-hand side of the track now. Really unfortunate for him, but he's just showing that when you're driving here, you need to avoid the right-hand side of that corner. Else you're done. Dax now really in the lead. Mushy Cookie will now need to decide on what he could try to improve in the next few laps moving forward. That could have been a cut for Mushy, but Dax has been pushing. Rayan also has been pushing. Let's see who takes the fastest lap. Ooh, Dax gets to keep it as Mushy gets another cut. That must be his final one, else he'll get a slowdown. Let's go through the S's with Dax, the current championship leader, looking to bring Ferrari a win, like in France. Well, it's good for him that he's still ahead. And let's take a look closely to that right-hand side of that wall. He'll miss. Mushy misses. Rayan misses. Jerry misses. Nora misses. Pip misses. Poco misses. And I believe everyone's missing it, but I think someone kind of hit the wall there. I wonder who it was. And no one. Might have been someone I didn't see, or it could be Busy because he's now last. Busy will be going along with Lightning to salvage some points for the V-Card team, currently last in the standings. Let's see what will happen. Gillerme, why aren't you cooking like an AWC? Must be odd. Let's continue. Because Mushy can try to take the lead away from Dax. Mushy has gained 2/10 from Dax. And I believe Poconado has finally gotten his slowdown. Yeah, I think he did. Oh! Nora could have sent it on Jerry Paco in the trickiest corner, but he didn't entirely get it though. He could have gotten it. As Lightning died. But if you saw on my POV, Nora-kun, out of nowhere, literally attacked Jerry Paco. And with that attack, he's gained enough time to take P4 away from the McLaren driver. And take a look at this. Mushy has slowed down with a massive fight for P2 now with Rayan with the massive advantage. But who will take the wall? Who will take the bump? None of them will be taking that bump. As if Axe slows down, it will be a massive fight for P1. Oy, Blue Jay, may bagyo ba doon sa Pinas na yun? Let's take a look at Tax almost crashing there. He lips off the throttle to make sure he drives it carefully. And it's now getting even more dispersed between these drivers as Poconaldo is now ahead of Jerry Paco. He's back in P6. And that looks to be Pip who is slightly ahead of him. Trust in him for real. Nora could crash? Nah, that's not gonna happen in a million years. I will be honest, a tax crash is more likely than a Nora could crash. But a Nai crash is also more common than that. So someone needs to calm down. Because he's gonna turn into a Kaon, in which we've been missing for such a long time. You know, once Kaon crashes, he'll find a specific object when he crashes. And someone can tell me in the chat right now if they know what it is. But if you find it, definitely not locking in. Let's see who's locking in between the fight for P2. Rayon slowed down. Definitely didn't lock in there, or whatever. Mushy now back to P2 with Norikun trying to catch up. And now the tables have turned. A Rayon slowdown is more common. And oh, Rayon takes it really wide, and if he just went straight on, that would have been a DNF. So he keeps it on track, so he'll be good. Oopsie, Busy B-Dog gets the slowdown. Samson will get ahead of Busy. Guys, who's Samson? Yo, Blue Jay, we should have told Pumpkin to get tall, bro. What's going on here? Busy only needs P8 for what? Tax penalty? Damn. But where's Mushy? Okay. This is gonna get crazy. Mushy DRS, so it might be Mushy back into the lead starting into lap 9. The pole sitter is going to not take the lead yet. Tax still in front, and now with the advantage of having 0 cuts, will now still remain ahead of Mushy Cookie. But this could all change. There is a bump, but Mushy Cookie changes it otherwise. He might be getting ahead after sector 1. And take a look. Never mind. He only gained a 10th. What happened? Oh no! What happened to Samson? Hey. How does one DNF there? Was it a controller issue? Was it a controller issue? It could have been. I think it could be. Wait, no, this is sector 1. You can't crash here. Like, there's a bump there, and if you're unlucky, you can go there. Nora hit wall. Nai, I'm gonna slam you into a wall and you know what's gonna come. I'm about to make a storyline with you, I'm gonna pin you into the wall like how I do it to Alisa Mikalovna Kujo in Character AI. Freaky, where is Thornton? Thornton's right there. Come on, y'all are getting decent points. It's good. It's good.
Say one to Ferrari.
We don't celebrate early because the last time I did that, Crack Dev retired.
It's the same fault that kills everybody. It's normal shit. Not gonna lie.
Well, there might be a change in the lead.
Let Tax cook.
Not yet.
Let Betty cook.
But Tax deserves it. Deserves it as much as Norcon.
Shooting toward the sea.
I was a girl in the village doing alright. Then I became a princess overnight. Now I gotta figure out how to do. Oh, Rayon's in the pit lane.
Oh, he probably lost the
Maybe. Wait, did he start on medium or soft? Because he's on yellow rubber now.
He changed it.
Yep, he changed compounds, then it makes sense for him to pit. Poconaldo will be now temporarily in P6 unless Poconaldo has already pitted himself. And there is a front wing on track. That could have been a back marker.
It was actually mine.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh, a lead change! Norikun is leading the race.
Mushy is only 2 seconds. Oh. Should I say the curse?
Ay, nakakamiss ng ng 1-2 sa CAA. Nakakamiss! Nakakamiss! Ferrari 1-2! Sorry guys. How is... Who? 40 seconds behind?
Betty. At least
What?
I will get 1 point. Because I'm P12.
Real. Yeah. You'll get points story. But something happened. Norikun pitted.
Okay,
I think.
yeah.
Did Norikun pit it?
Nope. Neither did that. Oh, he did. Okay. Yeah.
He did a 40-second sector 3. Huh?
Yep, he did it. He was
Yeah, Nora pit. Alright. Yeah. So Tax will be coming in soon. But crucially, if you're pitting now, don't make a mistake. What?
Noricon is automatic. And it was on the same pace as Tax.
That's giving me motivation, you know? Nah, he's just extremely good.
Yep. Oh. Okay.
Let's take a look at Mushi and Pip. They might be the next ones to pit. As Stax will stay out.
He's only doing 1 stop.
Will it be a one stop?
It will.
It could be, and note down that Pip is on the hard compound. The only one on the hard compound, I should say.
Yep.
Well, except for that one guy in P10.
What is it? Akado.
Yeah.
Easy. No, Bruri. Bruri can like spell Portuguese names. That's funny as fuck.
That's Portuguese name?
Yep.
I'll say it as if it's a night.
It's like
I'll say it as if it's a. Oh. I will be saying it. I'll say it as if it's a Nigerian name. Akeduvaso.
You bitch. Oh. Just to give it.
What happened?
You know, Gil, he won't be racing for on AWC.
Ah, sucks. That sucks.
No, there will be a change on lineup. Jerry Baco and
Poconaldo
Pedro.
slow down.
Nice. Poconaldo is
So
Ronaldo Maldonado.
Poconaldo, Seconaldo,
Bro,
Mononaldo,
we have to give him a
Maldonado,
name that is.
Maldonado in the pit.
We have to give
Huh?
him a full name first.
Huh?
Yes. No.
Ooh, Norakun had a slowdown.
Nice.
That
Opposite
might
of-
cost a 1-2 for Ferrari. So, oh well. Let's see what will happen later on, though, since it's still a pretty long race. But with Norakun on the two-stopper, things might change.
4 seconds. Tax. Alright. It's more Shikuku. You see how close it was from DNFing. Yep,
Yep.
he is.
Dax is going in to enter the pit lane. Will he commit a Miami pit lane? He won't. He will not. He will not commit it. Pips in the lead.
Did Pete be the right choice? Who knows? And BCB Dog is on V8. Congratulations, BC. You're a fraud.
Dax missed the box? Wait, Dax missed the box. That's a first. That is a first.
He did not.
No, Mushi is ahead. But let me tell you, the last time I've
Wait,
heard of
why?
someone
Wait,
missing
wait,
their
wait,
pit
wait.
box,
Oh, fuck. Leaderboard. Fuck. Yep, it is bugged. Fuck.
yo, you need to red flag it, I think, because last time people were saying to
Yep.
red flag it.
Bro, tax. It wasn't on purpose, probably. It was like trying to just to pit, and he probably did that.
Yeah, red flag it, red flag it, red flag it. I say red flag it. It happened last time, and it cannot happen again.
Will I be able to rejoin or not?
Nah.
Nah. Alright.
Uji, you gotta explain that this happened before, and then like the suggestion from last time. They're gonna use the suggestion from last time. It's a red flag. Pip, go to strat. He pit now. Who's gonna start P1? Pip is gonna start from P1.
Can I wait? Let me get it. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. You know what I do? Rejoin. Every single Miami PGSS race has a silver glitch.
The last time was Moto despawning.
Yeah, I remember he got disqualified.
Yeah, fun fact, me and Dwidge were watching his POV, and then all of a sudden,
I remember.
it went to the
PA.
it turned into the PA main menu. I didn't want to mess the party, so I just wanted to see what happened later on.
Let me rejoin then. P1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, fuck. Let me cook. Buddy, Blue Jay will see me and just say, buddy, what the fuck? Yes! Come on, I can rejoin. Yes! Come on. Oh, hell no, buddy. No, 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 I'm leaving.
No, 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 come back, bro. Oh my god. No, if y'all don't move, I'm gonna bring an agile car out. I'm gonna fuck all of your cars. Hey, are DNFs coming back or what? What in the agile? I need to take a look at everyone's positions. Where the fuck do I hear this shit, bro? Can I mute my stream on my own? I have sent an invite link to Chris and he's gonna come into server. Chris is coming. Has he joined? Hold on. There's a second agile! Who's the second agile? Wait, hold on. I need to go back to the... I need to go back to the starting grid. I need to take a look at the rundown for who is starting. It's in what channel again? Is it in race results? Okay. So the race restart kind of messy because it's not in the order we're thinking of, but Pip will be starting first. Poconaldo will now have an advantage over Norakun. And then Rayon, Mushi, Tax, or the rest of the drivers to contend in this race. The red flag has finished, and those red lights will change the race. And the restart has gone. It's lights out, and away we go. 10 more laps decides this race, as we're now going to check out on the drivers moving forward into the first sector. The deadliest bump resides in the Miami S's, as who will be hitting it? Who will be hitting the corner bumps. No one will be hitting those bumps. And everyone makes it safely. Norikun into P2. Pip in the lead. This restart might have changed the script for this race. So this might have been scripted otherwise for these drivers to continue. Pip still leads the race. And someone has taken it aggressively. Oh boy, the restart with everyone, almost everyone on the soft compounds. This is a hectic restart at lap 1, especially when you see it in sector 2. That was a phenomenal sight to see. Pip in the lead. He could take his first win in PGSS with this advantage he has taken. But there are drivers that can stop him. What has happened to Rayan? He hits the wall. I thought he DNF'd. He's going to lose spots to Poconaldo and Norikun. As the second lap of the restart has begun, let's see who has taken the corner cuts. Only Mushy Cookie has taken corner cuts. No, Mushy Cookie and Poconaldo in corner cuts from that race restart first lap. As for those that have hit the bumps, none of them have done so. Let's take a look. Let's take a closer look. That's a Williams losing a front wing. No, that wasn't a Williams. My bad. It was a back marker. Definitely a back marker. It was a blue front wing, so I'm pretty confused on who actually got it. It probably was from the previous race start. Since there can be multiple front wings, and you didn't reset the track, unlike my former home. You won't even see front wings on track when you're in your old house, as Poconaldo and Dax are going to start their fight for the championship. With Poconaldo currently in the front, he's going to continue to attempt to take it back from Dax after he has missed qualifying in Indianapolis over prioritizing Squid Game, a Roblox Squid Game. He wanted to get something from a Roblox Squid Game, and he missed quali, which caused Dax to get the lead. And now Dax is going to make sure that he can get it permanently. As Poconaldo losing a little bit of time. Speaking of losing time, Rayan loses a position after hitting the wall. He has hit the wall. Mushy Cookie has also died, as well as Jerry Paco, who is now in last place. So a lot of drivers have died in that beginning of the third lap. And hopefully that doesn't make the race restart that boring. As Rayan almost DNFs again, Norikun hits the wall. That is not good if you're trying to get a lot of points. Since it's still possible for those behind Poconaldo to take a podium, it just needs to happen. Lap 4 will now start. And the fight for P1 is now pretty much clear now, with two drivers fighting for it. But the bigger picture is the fight for P3, the podium spot, and for the rest of the points. That stretches out all the way to Rayan in the back of it all. He's trying not to make that same mistake again as he did so in lap 3. And this time he takes it flawlessly, as Norikun now is starting to win this fight for P3, but he immediately loses it to Mushy and Poconaldo. Let's take a closer look at Pip and Tax, who is soon going to start lap 5, but making a mistake now for either Pip or Tax. That winning opportunity is definitely going away. Mushy, after the second sector, is winning that fight for P3. as there is a big fight for P6 now, which is surprising. So Nurikun has kind of fallen off, or he's just bringing those behind him to the front. That's with DRS. He's gonna consider trying to take the lead away from Pip if he just has a little bit of advantage in the speed. And take a look at that speed advantage the Ferrari has over the Sultan. It must have been because of the corner exit, as he's now trying to edge closer and closer into Pip's rear now. This is going to be nice if he pulls it off, but no, he will not pull it off. Not quite, as Mushy Cookie has the fastest lap of the race. A 22.162, a really close gap between Mushy and Dax in terms of fastest lap. A 7,000th of a second of a gap for fastest lap, which is really incredible. All it takes is the slightest of details on whoever did the better overall lap. Mushy Cookie is still winning that fight, as he has definitely won it now. He is 1.5 seconds ahead of Poconaldo. And I think it's gonna stay that way. It's gonna be Mushy in P3 with Pip and Tax fighting for the win. This is going to be a really nice fight for the win, should Tax go closer to Pip. And certainly it can really happen now, as he's now side by side with the Santon driver. Santon looking for their first win since Winford, and their hearts really had sunk when it could have happened in Indianapolis, and when Poconaldo left for Audi, in which was the correct call for himself. But we're moving forward with Pip potentially winning his first race in PGSS, or Dax could be back on top again, as he almost DNFs again. Dax needs to be extra careful, but he has the line that had paid off, because he's now in the lead. So maybe take the risk, because maximum risk can lead to maximum reward. And that's good for him, as we have our first retirement of the restart, Jerry Pico. Really unfortunate. Could have been a solid P5 for him if it wasn't for the red flag. Mushy Cookie is now losing a place to Poconaldo, and potentially has to fight Rayon later. That's lost the lead to Pip, so maybe they're just how do you say, they're just passing it around. Oh, I know the term now. It's called hot potato. Like, you know, holding a hot potato and then, yeah, you need to throw it to someone, and oh, they need to throw it to someone else, and they can't stop trading the lead from each other. As Stax is now navigating along with Pip in Sector 3 on the 7th lap. Mushy Cookie hits the wall slightly. Poconaldo is gonna take the charge as Stax takes back the lead. Poconaldo onto the podium for Audi, and that is a great sight. And Noricon lost a position to Rayon in the same sector. So really good fights for their respective positions, as we're now entering the final 3 laps. A really intense fight for P1 has fully escalated. Noricon does not have DRS, so he will not be taking any speed advantage entering the first sector. Let's take a look at the cuts again. Mushy Cookie cutted twice, so he's going to be at a major disadvantage. As for Tax and Pip, I am uncertain if they have done their own cuts. As Pip, I heard his engine. He has stayed in 6th gear the entire S section. Maybe it could have worked, because now he's considering to get DRS, which he doesn't get. So that's pretty odd. Looking at the back, we need to sometimes take a look at the back because a certain league only looks at the front and never concerns the back of the grid. And I should say it's kind of unfair as Busy now takes a slowdown and loses a position to Rayon. P7 for him. And potentially might drop to P9 if he messes it up to Giller. P8, my bad. Boy, who cares about DRS, bro? After PGSS, I'm eating. The fight for P3 is still at its most interesting of state. It's a 3 fight, and it could really determine what's going to happen later on. Stax is now continuing to lead into the Miami Grand Prix. He has 1 cut into that previous lap. Pip somehow balances with a cut in the first sector as he had a little bit of a mistake through the first sector, so it's a 1-second lead for him now. Mushy apparently has been accused of spinning, so he is out of that picture for the fight for the podium. There will be 2 interesting fights into this first anniversary Grand Prix. The final lap. We can see it. It can happen. Anything can happen in the final lap. Can Ferrari take back-to-back wins in Miami with Fallon taking the major advantage? But Dax, with a little bit of a mistake, is going to lose a little bit of time to Pip. Lap 10. The final lap has begun. This is the lap to look for. Pip, 1 second to find. Luck has to be into his hands now if he needs a win. We do not know what the cuts are looking like. It could be 3 cuts for both. It could be one with more cuts than the other. Dax is now trying to maintain the lead as he keeps his front wing as well as Pip. Poconaldo taking back his P3. So I guess he can solidify it with a 2.5 second lead to Noricon, of course. As we now navigate through Sector 2 one more time. Don't hit the wall, please. He will not DNF there. But one wall mistake can determine who wins. And take a look. Take a look at this. It's gonna be one final dash into the finish line, as we might see Dax getting a win here. One more corner decides it all. And Pip is now doing one final push for the win. But it's futile. It's futile. Ferrari is going to take back-to-back wins in Miami. It's not Dax. No, it's not Fallon. It's Dax who takes victory. And in the first anniversary, your podium is Dax, Pip, and Poconaldo. Noricon P4, Rayon P5, Mushy P6, P7 for Busy, Killer Me P8, Lightning P9, and last place is Dover in P10. What is this? And apparently, if you remember your PA history, Pip has been denied a victory in Miami. We know what has happened. And oh boy, what a race restart we had. But Mushy is unhappy with it. And I can feel him. Performances for Mushy is unmatched. But it can't happen again. Mushy is unhappy. And V-Carb get a decent result, so job well done to the V-Carbs. I hope they can appear on the standings. But we're now celebrating Club Agile Academy's 51st win. That is a nice win here. There are happy faces, but there are also some frowns into this race. Unfortunate for some, but the championship fight is still lit up between Tax and Poconaldo, with Tax taking the advantage. He will be a few points ahead now. And that